Hey everybody, I'm Tyler Jackson. It's December 18th and it's time for the 2-Minute News Minute. Let's start the clock. In January, Atlantic City is set to demolish the long vacant Trump Plaza Hotel and Casino, and they're auctioning off the right to push the button. So if you've ever dreamed of destroying a Trump-branded property, now's the time to cough up the dough. As a bonus, for an extra $1,000,000, they'll let you blow up one of his other failed Atlantic City casinos. Atlantic City's contentious relationship with Trump stems from him openly mocking the city, bragging that he came in, made a lot of money, and got out, which kind of sounds like the last 4 years. Somebody call me in 2030 when the US government auctions off the right to press the button that nukes a dilapidated Mar-a-Lago from space. Speaking of Mar-a-Lago, neighbors of Trump's Palm Beach club have written a letter to the city of Palm Beach reminding them that Trump cannot live at the club after leaving the White House due to an agreement he signed classifying it as a business and not a residence. To be honest, I think that's a bit much. He should totally be allowed to live at the club as long as it's somewhere out of the way, like say a secret room in the basement where his only means of communication with the outside world is through flicking a single light bulb on and off to make Morse code messages. Joe Biden has made another historic cabinet pick, tapping Representative Deb Haaland for Secretary of the Interior. If confirmed, she will be the first Native American in a cabinet position, whereas Secretary of the Interior, she will do her duty to descend into the bowels of the earth to improve diplomatic relationships with the Morlocks and Mole people. I don't know what the Department of the Interior does. Mitch McConnell has announced that within the next few days, he is going to take the COVID vaccine, and if we want it back, we'll have to pry it from his cold, dead hands. Remember back in May when some people were saying, we got to open back up. Look at Sweden. They didn't close anything, and now they have herd immunity. Turns out that hot take was a Swiss miss. I know that's Switzerland and not Sweden, but you get it. The King of Sweden this week has called his country's COVID response a failure, saying the people of Sweden have suffered tremendously. I disagree, though. Their response wasn't a failure. There just was no response. No lockdown, no face mask mandate. To fail at something, you have to at least try. Calling it a failure is like me saying I have a failed hip-hop career or a failed relationship with Taylor Swift. Let's call these things what they really are. Beautiful dreams. Finally, a Spirit Airlines flight skidded off the runway in Baltimore after landing during a snowstorm, and to find out if the passengers were safe, you can add a conclusion to this story for only $9.99 as part of our free Spirit Rewards program.